Hello, everybody. Let me fix my screen here. There we go. Wow, we got 23 people sitting here. And who do we have? Bob, MV, Urkel Boxers, Blake. Wow, my screen jumped quick. A bunch of people came in. Alita, Lonnie, Billy, Gary, Darte, how are you? And Chris, and man of the hour. Yeah, I'm like the idiot of the hour. Adam, what's up, brother? John Murphy, James, Neil, Ricky, and 6 like, 23 watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Please do. We have 29 and 18. Scott, what's up, brother? And Sue, how are you? And Mike and Eugene from Club California and Crazy and Man. Oh, Cruising Man. See how that goes? You attending any shows this year? Yeah, I'll be at some in Ohio this year. That's about what I'll make this year, sadly. And Ricky and Robbie from Chicopee, Massachusetts. Chicopee. Oh, and Silver and Ed, aloha to you. And Kevin and Captain Jack Sparrow, DW. And let me see here. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. And Eugene. And we got Adam there. And Keith stopped in tonight. What's up, dog? How are you, brother? And Kevin. I don't know if Kevin was already in here. I'm trying to rattle off people quickly. And Jackson's Garage stopped in. Just making sure I don't miss anybody here. I don't like to do that. I like to recognize everybody. Clinton, hello to you, my friend. And my dog's jumping around now, of course. There we go. Every time I get in here. And Washington State, Core Dog, how are you? Welcome aboard. We got 41 people and 31 likes. Not too bad. Just please hit the like button. It really helps. Some folks, I think, don't know how, and I understand. You have to hit the X button where you're leaving the chat, hit like, and come back into the chat. It's real easy to do. I think they could have it set up better, to be honest with you. But I did look into something. Folks were saying last week, only people that had a handheld mobile, your phone, your iPad, that there were some advertisements popping up in the comment section. And all you do is hit the X button and it goes away. I don't control that. I ended up on Reddit knee deep, and I don't do that. That is YouTube. So there's nothing I can really do about that. If it happens again, we'll find out today. I got my mobile running next to me to watch for it because it's not doing it on the television or computers for some reason. Let me see. One of the members I bought some parts from was talking about getting a picnic together here towards Eastern Southeast PA, and that is cool, very cool. And that's across the state for me, sadly. Sitting in the garage looking at the bug. I was up the garage today. I was working on my son-in-law's vehicle, and now I get to go up the garage tomorrow and get back on my game. I need this weather to cooperate. It's like every time I step out the door, it's a different season. So I guess we're getting towards the end here, you know. But Darren, what is up? And Bill Kirkpatrick, thank you for stopping in, my friend. We're in my fresh air unit hoses. I'm trying to figure it out. Eugene, do you mean for the fuel tank? Is that what you're talking about? Because I did a really good video on how to reroute those if your charcoal canister is bad, which they usually are, you know, things of that nature. JS, thank you. I'm glad you made it in tonight. And we have a show in Chattanooga, April 11th and 12th. So I hope folks can attend it who are somewhat close, you know, by there. And Gary, California, 83 today. Hey, you know what? We did make it to 80 today, and then tomorrow's like 40. This is insane. After a video, I'm going to change my steering coupler. Noticed I had a leak in the steering box. You probably got a bad seal, in all honesty. You can, you know, what I did for somebody once, they didn't want me to rip it clear apart. So what I did is I popped the cap off, cleaned it out real good, and put grease in it, because you're only turning the wheel like this. It's not going down a road like a wheel bearing. You know what I mean? That's probably makes sense. and they were happy. And then I put it together and adjusted it, you know. Roger, how are you, my friend? And we have 49 people, but only 38 likes. And there is my good friend Wayne. How are you tonight? Hit some traffic getting here. Rob, what is up? The spring weather is near. I hope you're right, my friend, because I got so much to do. I kind of put a deadline in my mind to get the 68 done because I have club members' cars lined up to get done. So I hope it comes together. And DW Carl, what's up? Oh, no, that was Carl. DW, what is up? I wish they let people's names on here because sometimes it does get confusing. And what do we got here? Okay, I'll try and find it. And John Murphy, how are you? For the Bugpalooza, wife Slade shirt came in, so her and I will be on display. Thank you for the support, John. Those are new air-cooled addiction shirts that I put out. If some of you have noticed it on the club, or in my last video I showed it, but the Facebook group, God, people went crazy over the air-cooled addiction t-shirts. They loved them, and now I got to order one. Ugh. But good evening to you, Bandito. How are you? And George stopped in saying happy spring. It's real. Winter's back tomorrow. Yeah, I know. It's getting old, George. It is. Or maybe I'm just getting older and complaining. Chris, what is up? 87 in Kentucky today. Wow, you did pretty good. My first ad, at least at CIP1 and not Slade Senior Dating Service. Now, was that on your mobile? Because there shouldn't be nothing showing up. There we go, right there. I see it on my mobile. Yeah, I tap it and it goes away. I have no control over the comment section like that, and I read deep into it. So you just have to tap the X. I don't get paid for that or nothing. I guess they get a fun ride on there is what it is, you know. But let me see here. CIP198, Mike. Yeah, Mike, it's, you know why I don't say like, hey, Mike, this and that sometimes, because then people don't know who I'm talking to. I hope that made sense because I seldom make sense. James Perez, what is up? How are you tonight? And tie-dyed Slade t-shirt, can't miss me. Yeah, Kevin and April will be there. Yes, mobile. Yeah. There ain't a whole lot I could do about that, to be honest with you. Be nice if they like gave me something out of it, not to sound greedy, but it would be helpful, but they don't. And it's fine, whatever. But I should have control over that. This is my live chat. I should have control if there's some type of ads on mobile. But I dug deep on it. All the YouTubers I seen it do lives, like with Apple phones and stuff, they were all complaining about that. We're just going to keep getting hotter out here in Arizona. Oh, yeah, James. Yeah, your time of the year, micro. Yeah, it's going to get hot. Hey, Slade, everyone. I'm going to try 3 days to pull a rear axle, bearing 65 Beetle. No luck. Watch your video on swing axle, refresh and grease. Guess what? Came off within minutes. Thank you. You're welcome, Dawn. I'm glad it was helpful. I did get a bearing puller that somebody had donated, and I'd already had mine apart. So I have to do bearings for somebody on our swing axle. So I'm going to get to use this nifty tool to pull the bearings out. It's exclusively for, you know, VW swing axle, but I'm glad it was helpful. That's the thing. When the videos help people, it makes me happy. And Kenny, I mean, after 3 weeks in a row, my memory must be getting better. I wish my memory was getting better. Getting older now, I'll do stupid things like get up, I walk out to the kitchen, and I'm like, wait, what was I doing? You know, I guess that's part of life. What new videos are you working on? Well, I was waiting on the weather because, as you know, I got to get my dash done, get the interior complete because there's a lot of work I want to do, and there's some custom stuff. And I don't know what I'm doing this week because I really need to get on the interior, block off all the windows, sand down, and start painting. I'm going to do a couple of other things on the chassis. I'm going to time lapse a video coming up. I mocked the beam all up, got everything adjusted where I want, but now I got to pull the beam off real quick. I didn't want to scratch it up before I'm going to paint the beam. So I'm going to time lapse, you know, pulling the beam real quick, hanging it up, painting it, putting it back together. I think it'll be a fun video. And hopefully the weather breaks because I really need to get on that interior. Heather's going to help me on those videos. Thank you, Eugene. That was very, very nice of you, my friend. I really mean that. And yes, Slade, new T-shirts look great. Yeah, those air cold addiction. Wow, there were so many orders that come through. Thank God I don't do them. They're online. But I do have a little bit of good news. Heather and I are checking into a machine where we can do the shirts at home possibly. And if we do, the prices will drop drastically. I don't control them prices because it's an online vendor, although they're very high quality. They're really nice. But I'm going to see how much it's going to cost me to get into a high quality machine, to do them. Yes, I think that was Fritz Customs, Captain Jack. I really do, in all honesty. Somebody had sent it to me and it looked familiar, and I'm like, I know that puller, and I believe that's who that's from. Not donated by, but I believe that's where that's from. Oh yeah, now you're cold to get in Missouri. It's beautiful out. After live chat tonight, I got to meet up with somebody real quick tonight, and then I'm sitting out my porch before it gets cold tonight because I enjoy sitting out on the porch. It's a long winter, Saturday afternoon, got my 134s balance. I quit fooling with the snail and did it by feel no sputter backfire hesitation. Now, Jorg, I liked my 34 webs. I did. I got them through aircold.net when they were open. Sadly, I didn't want to see them leave and are gone. But wow, those yep, I just seen another one pop up on my mobile. I just hit X and it went away. I know if I email YouTube, nobody will answer me. But anyhow, sorry, I caught up my phone. That's what I was watching for. Yeah, the 34s ran great. I never had an issue with them. I'll be running the Cadrons. I want to run a single IDF so badly, but then I hear about people getting frustrated with trying to run them on a 1904 stroker. So we'll see what happens, Yeah, the interiors are fun. I don't mind doing them. I got to spray the dash, the A and B pillar, and the inside heater channel, then carpeting, and then my under the dash, the tray. I forget what it's called. I'm doing a video the following week, though. I have a stock AM radio that don't work, which is perfect because I'm going to open it up, put a Bluetooth in it, but I'm going to hook it to the volume knob. So you can turn it on and up and down by the AM radio, and that'll be a video I'm doing probably the following week. I forgot about that. And then start fitting all my knobs and the chrome and carpeting, get the seats hooked up permanently. We're doing a custom back seat. So when you fold your seat down, it kind of stays like that. I want it flat. So Heather's making me a custom seat for the back that you sit on that part, the carpet in the back. So there's going to be like a 6-7 piece set to the videos that I'm going to do. Then the interior will be done. I got to do a wiring harness video. I'll explain that shortly. And I think that'll be cool to do. My wiring harness is in, but I'm going to show you how it comes in and out, and I'm going to show you where every wire goes. Thankful to Darren, a good club member, friend of mine, had suggested it, and I think it's needed. Probably a 2-part series, though, because that would be too long of a video, and then people will have a meltdown or something, Enjoyed my disc brake conversion. Your video was a big help. I did take your advice on 10 PSI residual valve. My 6-step stops excellent straight. Good with your topless 62 bug. I'm glad that you did that, Bill. A lot of people argue with me on it, and I just don't argue back no more because I just get tired of it. It's like, think what you want. But that 10 PSI valve puts more pressure to the backs because you're always stopping on all the fronts. And I think it stops more equal, my friend. So I'm glad that was a help. The whole thing, I'm glad it helped you out because, well, that's what this is all about. If the videos ain't helping people, then there's no point in me doing them, And Stuart, how you doing tonight from Louisiana? I hope you're doing well. And what do we got here? I'm trying to catch up because I run my yap and then I get behind. And Raul, hey guys, just here for a few minutes before I head out to work. I really need to hit that super lotto. You need to hit the lottery because see what happens? Now you got to go to work. You can't hang out with us. I'm glad you stopped in, though. That was nice of you to do with getting ready to leave. Inner Sanctum, we are in control. And Jim Johnson in Kansas, how are you tonight, brother? And he wants to know what type disc brakes. And he lives about 15 minutes from me. And what would cause positive camber on driver's side rear wheel at stock ride height? Positive. That got to be, if it's at stock ride height, so I would just adjust it. Obviously, you have a swing axle, maybe, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing until I know that part. But you're going to have to adjust it, is what you'll have to do on that side. You know what I mean? And have you guys seen the mid-engine V8 chassis? No, I didn't see that one. That'd be a fun LS thing to do on that, you know? 95 today, too much backyard work this weekend and too tired. I got a little tired today. I was working on my son-in-law's vehicle, and I don't know why I got a little tired today. Who knows what happened there? Found out after I bought it was from a friend, Small World, and go slow on the carpeting when filming. I need that one. Oh, it's going to be a pretty intense video, Darren. The first time I did a carpet video, I had the camera all over the place. It was like 4 years ago. Not that I'm an expert now, because I'm not, but I've become a little better at filming, where I understand how to close up, show this, show that, and what order to put the carpet in. That's important. But I give you my word, Darren. I will do really, and Heather's going to help too in film. So it makes the film better. It's easier when there's two people with better camera angles. Kevin Pearson, how are you tonight, my friend? Can't wait for the Bluetooth setup. Yeah, I actually ordered it already. And there's a knob on the Bluetooth for turning it off and on and the volume on it. So I thought, you know what? Any of you out there can go pick up stock AM radio. They're a dime a dozen, because they don't work, a lot of them. But I'm going to show how to open it up, of course, close up for you, and show how to pull the knob off and insert the shaft into the volume knob of the radio itself, and how to adhere it so it stays in place, and to bolt it up inside, because you're kind of doing it on your own. But I thought it'd be cool if you get in a car and you turn the button on like you're turning on the AM radio, but it's your Bluetooth. So I think it's cool. Guys, why does my idle screw stop doing anything and my carb is clean and the crew isn't touching the choke piece? And the crew isn't touching the choke piece. Okay, guys, why did my idle screw stop doing anything? You sure that idle screw's not clogged for any reason? I know you said your carb is clean, but that sounds odd, because even if you crack that idle screw loose a little bit, you could tell if it picks up. You know what I mean? I seen another commercial just pop up on mobile, and I just clicked it off. I'm watching that for a reason. Watching his hits. Yeah, we have 56 people, 54 likes, and let me catch up here a little bit though. I got too many coming through. Do we have a giveaway tonight? No, Kevin, that'll be the following week. I don't have Heather here to write everything down and do the drawing tonight. She's here, but she's kind of tending to something. But we did like 3 or 4 weeks in a row of giveaways, so we'll do the giveaway next week. I need some early 60 seat frames that aren't $1 million or rotted. Yeah, good luck with that, brother. Did you post on our classified group on Facebook? You may have, and I may have missed it, because that's where you may find some, you know. And the Duke, what is up, brother? How are you tonight? Thank you for stopping in. And our Super Beetle. Yeah, you're going to probably have to make an adjustment if it's doing that, in all sincerity, because I'm doing my alignment, my 4-wheel alignment, and camber and toe in, so I don't have to take it to a shop. That's in about 3 weeks. And I know that you can start cambering on a swing axle like that, but I would try to adjust the torsion on it, in all honesty. MP wide 5 conversion, and let me see. I always scroll back at her just so I don't miss anybody. I hope I haven't missed anybody. I'm trying not to. When you do the carpet video, don't catch the carpet glue on fire. Uh-oh, you said that for a reason. No, I just got to make sure I keep a fan running in the garage. I did one like 4 years ago, and I'm like, uh-oh, I feel a little funny. Too much glue inhalation. That was probably good for me. Hey, what's up, brother? Welcome in. For a few weeks, but I'm back. Well, I hope this week is better for you coming up, my friend. Yeah, I know. I seen that, Kevin. I do. Eco, how are you? And listening and doing some billing. When I wear the fuel pump controller, I'll do a detailed video on how to do it. And I just lost my place. There we go. I got to put my Carter fuel pump in. But of course, I'm going to pull the beam yet because I'm going to do something a little unique with the fuel pump. So I still got to do that. And Bob, what is up? How are you tonight? And congrats on that win last week. Your watch should be there any day. I sent you a tracking number on that. Slade, are the ads you're getting the senior dating service? I'll tell you the next time it comes up because I'm able to tap it off immediately on mobile. So I didn't pay attention to what it was, but I'll find out. Fernando, how are you tonight, my friend? Welcome aboard. And my apologies to everyone I'm trying to say, but I'm so I'll try to pain as RSV and I'll behave. I'll see you all next weekend. Hey, Alita, go relax, sweetheart. I'll see you next week, or of course on, messenger chat. But go rest, sweetheart. I hope you feel a lot better. Let me see here. No giveaway on my birthday. I'll have to post on the seats. I think I should put in my PM Plus channel order in first. I would this price skyrocketing soon. And happy birthday to you, brother. I really mean that. I've not been on Facebook today, unless I did put a happy birthday to you on Facebook. Oh, my brain anymore. It's overload, Well, the thing too is I'm answering emails, Facebook Messenger, comment section. So it starts to, I'm like, did I answer this one yet or say anything, Oh, the prices are going to go up. That's coming like a freight train. So adjusting the ride height will adjust the camber. Well, I've not done it with IRS. I've messed with the swing axles, but I'm imagining, okay, because the IRS to me is not like the swing axle, but I would try an adjustment to see if it changes it. But I have never run into that with IRS before. Never. I've never had an issue with that. I would look to see if something's like not right first, though, like pop the wheel off and start looking at everything, because that is kind of strange, to be honest with you. Rod, what is up? Welcome in, brother. How are you tonight? I'm waiting to watch you do door rubbers. I'm sure they are simple, but it's a little detailed and hints that will help. Yeah, I do a lot of little tricks when I do the door rubbers, Wayne. The wintertime held me back a lot. It really did. I was going up in a garage like once a week because even my heat was having a hard time keeping up with it this year. And then my house took a beating from the storm. Exciting. My first time of homeowners situation, which didn't turn out good. But yeah, I'll be able to start getting stuff done a lot quicker now. And I'll be with you, Leah, doing dual temp sensor for the external cooler, one at the cooler and the other at the question mark. Any suggestions? Going to use additional 68 wiper switch between the two, 1 gauge. You know what, Kevin? I never ran an external oil cooler. I do have a full flow, but I'm not running an external cooler. Mine's a 1904. It's a smaller stroker motor, but maybe somebody can chime in here. If not on our group, they will. I wanted to run an external cooler, but I'm just not going to get into all that with mine, because I don't really need it, technically speaking. I did put new bearings, hub, seal, and spacers on that side. Okay, James, that gives more information. It's hard during live chat to do that. Wait, I just got that. Schools that move with you. Homeschooling now. As soon as I tap it, it goes away. I wished I could control that, but I can't. But that was a weird commercial. When you start pulling stuff apart like that and put it together, that's when I would check, because if something is not on flat and seated, I don't know how bad your camber is. That's when it's going to knock it out. I want to see the underbody fuel line run. Oh, I'm doing it, Rick. Now, I did clean out my fuel line. I did a video on that, how to clean it out. I got a bad feeling about that. I actually have to order a fuel line. Thank you. I think I'll do that before I go to bed tonight, because I need to get my fuel line out of the way while I got the front beam down. I don't know if anybody wants to see that time lapse, but I am going to pull the beam down, paint it. It's kind of a fun video, and put it all back in. So I think it'll be fun. I want to protect it because it's new and there's no paint on it except whatever they call paint, running boards, window scrapers, finish up wiring and clad will be done. We'll look to take to Farmington in May. That'll be great, Adam. That'll be fun. It really, really will. I don't think mine will be done in May. It was okay to accept new carb won't bolt on the accelerator. Pump hits the alternator, so going to try a different 2-barrel carburetor. That's a pain when you got to start playing games like that, truthfully, Rod. But we all deal with that when it comes to the aftermarket stuff. I've seen called V8 Stealth Beetle. Just type in V8 Stealth Beetle and you can see the videos on YouTube. I'm going to do that, Roger, because I'm nosy. I'm going to see what it looks like in all sincerity. If you're on external cooler, it's best to keep the doghouse cooler also. Oh, yeah. I never tell anybody to block those off in all sincerity. And let me see. Thanks, Roger. An air cold boxer. Was that on Facebook, your birthday? Because sometimes they don't show up for me, but I hope you had an amazing birthday, my friend. I really, really do. And I just ordered some metal fuel line with clips on Amazon. It was super cheap. Which one did you get? Did you get that copper, blah, 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 flexible line on Amazon? Like, which one did you get? I ran some on the last car that I did on the channel, but I didn't show the fuel line installation. I ran it down a heater channel. I got special clips that were really cheap. It come out pretty cool. So I didn't know anybody would want to see that. So I will go ahead and do that. About turn 60 at the end of the month. Or is it 25? Can't remember. I'm so old. Thank God for cell phones and reminders. Yeah, I'll be 62 in July. And some days I feel it, some days I don't. You know, it's the cold season that beats me up, in all honesty. 1.6 turbo diesel is able to lift the front wheels off my 61. Oh, yeah, that'll do the trick. I wished I knew what my buddy Andy, he's on Facebook. I think he has a 55 Beetle, and I forget what motor he put in it. Maybe a Jetta motor or something. I can't remember, but he turned a high 9-second quarter mile in a straight legal. That's fast. Like, yikes. I won't get in a car with him. No, it was aluminum. Okay. I was wondering, because there's so many to choose from, in all honesty. And I mean, my line's probably fine. I did a vacuum test on it. It holds. It's not leaking. I ran throttle cable through it, cleaned it out, blew it out, stood on my head. And I just got this bad feeling about a car that sat for 30 years. I just got a bad feeling. I don't want to start driving it and go, hey, the car's bogging out. I'm going to run a new fuel line. It's worth it, you know, and might make a good video for some folks that don't want to. A lot of people do this where they're cutting a tunnel open or trying to run a line through the tunnel. Not everybody's going to want to do that and go through that type of aggravation, you know, and I'm not being rude, but I think the way I do it is a little more easier on the mind for people, you know. And I actually bought the clamps the other day while I was at Harbor Freight grabbing stupid little drawers for all my carburetor parts. And because I've been stockpiling on carb parts to start the carburetor situation, Wayne and I have been talking about a lot. But I grabbed the clamps. They're cheap. They're nice clamps. They're rubber insulated clamps. They were like $3 to do the fuel line with. I got fuel line on the brain. I'm just going to pull the tunnel apart to upgrade place lines tubes. Also, I do not want to have to pull apart again. And yes, I did get the birthday message. Thanks, brother. Okay, I wasn't sure. Was yours the one? Oh, yours was the one I couldn't post on your wall. See, you just brought back a memory. He's my therapist with my memory issues. Yeah, I mean, going ahead in it, pulling the tunnel and doing that, not everybody can, brother. So that's why I try to show simpler ways for people. I did a couple of things one time a while back, and one guy's like, I don't have that type of equipment to do this and cut and weld. And I'm like, okay, I get it, you know. But it's, if you're going to cut that open, yeah, replace it all while you're at it. That's the way to go, in all honesty. 46, man, Rod, I wished I was 46 again. Time went so fast. It really, really did, in all sincerity. Rod trying to rise adapter to manifold, raise the carburetor up a little. I had the same problem and it worked. And 55, I'd even be 55 again. I'd be happy. I'd be happy if I was 2 years younger. And Joe Chapin just stopped in. You're never late, brother. It's perfectly fine. And there was Heidi, my little goat girl. And Wayne said, happy birthday to Rod. Wayne, I need 1.25 inch riser. And Jim Lorish, how are you, brother? You were in my last video. I don't know if you caught that. I don't know if you caught the last video yet that I put up. He sent me some pictures from Hawaii with his Slade shirt on vacation. I ran 2 3/8 stainless steel lines in the tunnel for future plans. It was fun times. Yeah, it's not a lot of fun, Kevin. It could be done, But remember, the videos I'm doing a lot of times are simple DIY for folks that don't have welder or equipment, stuff like that. So that's why I do what I do, because I do have I have a nice Lincoln welder sitting there. Heather bought me that, actually. I have everything I need, but I try to do simple DIY for folks. Let me see here. Got 6 hours back road cruising, classic rock playing rail today. Probably have our first sunburn for the year. It don't take long, Rick, to get a sunburn for me, that's for sure. Darnell, welcome in. How are you tonight, my friend? And let me see. It sets up. And then we have the copper nickel line of my 64 F100. Ooh, I like old Ford trucks. I love old Ford trucks. My dad had one. I learned to drive on that. That was a fun stick shift to learn on. I didn't know that the first gear was a creeper so bad that you had to hit the gas just to go 2 miles an hour. But the copper nickel seems like a nice line to run. It really does. I believe Amazon has the copper nickel. What size did you run, may I ask? And Ben Garvin, what is up, brother? How are you? I got to see Ben recently. He stopped over the garage. And let me see here. And Brian Forsyth, what is up, brother? And Mark. And tell Heather I said hi. I will do that for sure. She's not here tonight. I mean, she's here, but not technically online. And you guys are all youngsters. Uh-oh. Yeah, Heidi just turned 39, so she's going to make us feel old. Trust with Facebook while posting privileges. So I changed my settings like much that. You know what? I just changed my settings like that too. If somebody posts, I have to approve for it to show on my wall, because just like you, well, somebody posted political stuff on my wall and a few things. I'm like, no, we're not playing that game. I don't play that game. So you're not alone. And I don't like that. I wanted to let you know that the doctor has taken all restrictions off. I'm able to go back to work on my 61. Congratulations, Abe, on behalf of all of us. That is awesome news. I want to see everybody do well. I do, and Heather put a meme up on her wall recently, and it really moved me. It said something that, without me going to her wall, it said something like, I want to see you win too. I forget what it said now. It was a meme that really made me happy, because I want to see everybody win. But it said something about, I want to win, but I want to see you win too, or something. So I forget, but that's what it is. We want to see everybody do good and feel healthy and have the nicest car and happiness, Okay, Slade, do you package the shirts and stuff when people buy off your merchandise site? No, Rod, for right now, until we look into the machine, because if I can lay out the money, like $600-700 for a machine, I'm going to do the shirts at home and start shipping them myself. There's nothing wrong with where they're coming from. The quality is amazing. We have torture tested these shirts and hoodies, but it comes straight from, I don't even see who buys them. Sometimes it'll show their first name, and that's it, for privacy reasons, which is really weird. I'm the one that has it up. But I just send out the stickers and magnets, and then the giveaways. But outside of that, no, I don't package the shirts or anything like that myself. The death foam is gone. It's all sealed up and treated. Now to clear to rebuild the carburetor. Oh, good, Darnell. Thankfully, I didn't have to deal with that. I actually reached out to a few people and said, hey, want me to do your death foam for you? Make the pillows up and put them in. And the reason is I can't do a video on it because I don't have one here to do it on. But a lot of people run into that, sadly, And American Duck will turn 40 on July 22nd. Well, your birthday is only a few days after mine, so we'll be having a birthday together. Wait, when's Jim's? I might see you right around my birthday, because I think Jim's is in July. I'm pretty sure. But I've beat my body more than most people, especially with this current injury. I know you have, brother. But stay on your pinstriping. I will not let up on you about that, because you have a great talent with pinstriping. 3/16 for the brakes and 3/8 for the gas line. Okay, Chris, I wasn't sure. I always try to compare and see what people used. You know what I mean? I have to find hoses, because I have a 2-inch narrowed beam with disc brake kit. So when you put a disc brake kit on, you have to buy a 1-inch shorter brake hose. And I did that. But then my dumb butt forgot. Yeah, I got a 2-inch narrowed beam, so they're still hanging down a little bit. That's the last thing I need. So I got to find brake hoses technically about 3 inches shorter than, so everybody's putting narrow beams on. So I should probably post on our own group and say, hey, what hoses you using? It's my first narrow beam. I always just did drop spindles. I didn't mess around with beams like that. I was always happy with the stock beam. Let me see here. My first truck. Wait a second. My pen ain't writing. There we go. I definitely forgot what I was saying. I was trying to write something down. But anyhow, I do got to find brake hoses for the 2-inch narrowed with a disc brake kit, which is probably 2 to 3 inches shorter. So back to the drawing board, but that's fine because I'm popping the beam out if anybody wants to watch a time-lapse video of me painting it and putting it together, you know. First truck was 6.6 F100 with 390. Oh, nice torquey motor. I have a T-Bird, all rehearsed 3-swivel floor. It's the first time I learned why you don't have a fast car truck. Someone to rescue at least. Hey, you know what? The old Ford trucks are amazing. I loved them. My dad always owned them. I never, his had a 360 though. Was still a great car, you know, our great truck. We had a lot of fun with that. But wow, they're expensive now. Ooh, even rotted out, they're ridiculous. My back fuse pins can be removed next year. Oh, wow. Well, you know what, Abe? At least you're getting back into the swing of things. That's what matters, you know, the most, in all sincerity. I mean, God, you're all kids. I'm 74 and still rocking to my 72. Oh, Lonnie, you're 74 going on 39. You're still rocking, honey. You really are, in all sincerity. I also bought the Vever hydraulic flare tool. My Vever motorcycle jack to lift my motor in and out, which I fell in love with because it simplified things. I used it like 4 times and it took a poo-poo. I am so mad about that. But it is what it is. I'll have to buy another one. Where you hit the pedal for it to come down to release, the little piston come flying out. Good thing nobody was standing there, although it didn't shoot out that hard. I put it back in, put it all together, and it keeps popping out. I have no idea. And now it's jammed in there and won't come out. So wonderful. But thank you very much, American Duck. Thank you very much, Josh, for the super chat donation. I appreciate that very much, my friend. Thank you. And the shirt site asks if you'd like to share your full name info with the seller. Oh, okay. I didn't know that because I've never, when I do it, I'm ordering for myself and it's my account or whatever you want to call it. So I didn't know about that. Thank you for telling me that, because sometimes just a first name will come up, which if it says like Joe, I don't know which Joe or Mike it is. You know what I mean? But thank you for letting me know. I wonder why that happens sometimes. Some people like to remain anonymous with stuff. Even I've had donations that come into my PayPal where people get out in the description of the video or the website. I don't know how they do it, some of them, but they want to remain anonymous, and I can only see so much. I respect that though. But I can understand people's privacy. I really do, you know. Rocking my 72 also, and I did the deaf foam repair too. Oh, it's definitely worth doing. There's no doubt about that. Okay. Sorry, Slade. My son was talking to me. Say something about your merch. Yeah, I mean, the company that I'm dealing with does all the shipping and everything. And long story short, they do the shipping, they do everything, and it's extremely high quality. There is no doubt about that. But I'm going to see if I can get like 600-700 together, and I might get a machine and start doing it myself, because I know I can cut the cost down for everybody else, and eventually the machine will pay itself off like down the road. But I was thinking about doing that. But Heather's the one looking into that. I don't really mess around with that department because I'm not very good at that stuff. So I think I'm going to be hippie Johnny Cash and build a Beetle one piece at a time. I'm going nuts. I want to build something. Brother, do it and take your time. You'll be at gyms in July. A lot of times you'll see an old one on the trailer there for like $500. In all seriousness, it's not out of the question to pick one up cheap and just do it at your pace. You know what I mean? Slade, get up with me one day. I'll give you some ideas and knowledge about doing your own shows. Oh, I'll do that, Kevin. I didn't know. Well, I should have known with the stuff you do. He makes mouse pads, license plates, does tattoo work. Well, he don't do tattoo work. But yeah, I'll touch base with you on that, Kevin. I had no idea. Because if I can do that, yeah, it's going to cause me a little packaging and shipping and all that. But you know what? If it can cut corners a little bit for folks, with this economy we're in for the last ever and ever, And let me see, Hudson, Ohio. And if you replace a fuel line, you might as well do 3/8. And I'm definitely replacing the fuel line. I just don't trust that one in the tunnel. I watched a video on oil relief valve and spring removal, but what if the plunger is stuck? Yeah, you're going to have to get the plunger out. If it's stuck, you need to get it out of there, clean everything up. I never had one actually stuck. If you have a strong magnet, I'd spray some PB Blast in there and then get a strong magnet, a stick magnet, and pull it out of there. If not, the worst case scenario, which is probably not fun if it's shallow enough to get a drill bit in and then get something in that hole and twist it and then pull it out. But I wouldn't go that route unless it's absolutely last resort, because you don't want to drill through and do something crazy. You know what I mean? I'm 73, 74 next month, and I have a 72 bug as well. And seeing you folks, Roger, and everybody else, Heidi, Lonnie, I think it's nice that I see that. Not that I want you to be in your 70s. That's not what I meant. Obviously, I'm not a rude person. But I'm 62, and I think, am I towards the end of doing everything I do? But I won't never stop. And if I stop, you'll see a video from Heather saying Slade no longer exists, because I won't stop. When I stop, that means something's not right, But we got to keep moving, because when you sit down and you kind of give up, it's not good. My truck had 360 past everything but a gas station. Yeah, I used to drive my dad's truck once in a while, and the 360 was a nice motor. Not as torquey as the 390, obviously, but it was a nice, honest engine. We rebuilt his, actually. I have a 292 Y block. The 292s are very torquey. They're actually very, very nice motors, in all sincerity. I think Clifford Performance makes stuff for those. I'm so glad 63 is pre-death foam. I got plenty of work to do on the chassis and lower portions of the body. Yeah, you know what? By 68 is pretty much, that's why I didn't want to go messing around, because mine don't have that issue. But I'll find somebody to let me dig into their car and fix it for them for free just to get the video. And what's up, Perry T. Moore? What is up, my brother? How are you, Tad? I'm glad you stopped in, and I hope I get to see you this summer. I would really like to. Let me see here. I got to catch up because I'm messing around and then I get behind. I use a Harbor Freight tranny jack, take my giant motor out when I get in and out. It could be tilted a little, which is like, I like the tranny jack. It was like a life changer. I'm just a little upset that my Vever took a dump. I mean, I used it like 3-4 times. That should have never happened. It was 2 years old, but it sat over the winter and then something went wrong. I can't get that piston back out, that the release pedal piston. I can't get it out of there. And I got it out once. I cleaned it up real nice, put it in, and then it popped out. I put it back in, and now it won't come out or work. It's like lodged in there. I found an old Sears motorcycle jacket on Marketplace for $100. Works great. That was a good deal. I'm excited to see my sweatshirts. Thank you, Rod. Thank you. It's truthfully, the quality is amazing. I can't complain about that part. They come out with hats. So how they release the hats. I think Darren bought one. He can chime in. He didn't get it yet, I'm sure, but they're like $25 or something for a custom hat. But the only problem is there's some with the Nike logo, and they're like $38. I don't really worry about a Nike logo on them, so, but I may have her just pull them off of there so nobody gets upset. I don't control those prices with them people, but the regular hats were like 24 or $25, They make a tool. Oh, and now how they're listed ones with the pockets too on the newer shirts. So there's a little logo on the pocket on the front, and then the big Air Cold Addiction logo on the back that we just came out with. I'd put a link up to the store, but it's hard to do while I'm sitting here. They make a tool to pull oil relief pistons, but I always had luck using a telescope magnet. That's what I use, Brian, and I've never, unless his was sitting like outside for 30 years, you know what I mean? That's what I did, brother. Wayne, you showed me your carburetor setup. I want a built not bought t-shirt with a bus. Yeah, we don't have those available yet. But see, TM, when you do stuff like that and you put this stuff, then we know what people want, and then we design them and put them in the store. It takes about a week to design one properly, though. But thank you for bringing that up. And you know why? Because I don't believe I have any bus or Gia stuff in the store. So thank you for bringing that up. Consider it done, but it might take a week or two to get that drawn up and ready. But thank you for bringing that up. I do appreciate it. Slades leak-in 73 Subaru was towed in today. We cleaned the interior a bit, replaced battery, going to change oil, clean out fuel system before trying to start it again. That's awesome, Luke. Awesome, awesome. And you know what? Take your time on it. I mean, these are older cars. Once you do get everything together and going smoothly, you're good for a long time. There's no doubt about that. After this was moved, I ran a big brush up in our vacuum and coated it with Eastwood internal frame coating. It worked amazing. Oh yeah, when you do it outside of what the factory did years ago, and then I take headliner material, a little bit of polyfoam or whatever it's called, make a little pillow and shove it up in there, and you're golden. You'll never have to worry about it again. 351 Cleveland, very well built motor. 55 F100, I built my dad's 79. I recently started working on the interior, but it's been on the back burner for the bug. At 351 Cleveland, my buddy had one in a Mustang Mach 1. That was now he did work it over a little bit, but that was a great running motor. It really, really was. Yeah, the interior, Kevin, that's where I'm coming up on very shortly here with mine. I'm just glad the weather's lightening up a little bit, you know. Let me see. I'm getting too far behind here. Ordered my business logos from Ninja Transfer and got a heat press off Marketplace, but I only need 1 to 3 shirts at a time. Yeah, I mean, mine, it is kind of nice. I don't mess with them. People buy them and they ship them. That's the only nice thing, you know, that I have going on. I never tried the Ninja Transfer. I have a member, if he wants to say who he is, it's fine. I don't do that. We may be having embroidered patches soon. I have to send an email to somebody that he hooked me up with. Thankfully, it was nice of him. So we might have embroidered patches. They're going to communicate with me. I'll see what they have and how much they are, though. And then we might do embroidery patches, which I think will be a lot of fun if anybody has an interest. No, I'm not. I'm broke's a joke. In spite of my injury, pinstriping is 2 cars. I can help the lady stressing about her car. Trust me, I think a lot of people are broke, brother. It's not just you. In all sincerity. Let me see here. Gary, if it fails, you could screw a tap into the plunger. You have to have a new plunger. Yeah, exactly, Ricky. That's what I was saying about drilling a hole and pulling it that way, but I didn't want to push him that way if he can get it out with a magnet. PB blast the crap out of it first to get that lubricated is what I would do. Turn it upside down, obviously, and let it soak in there. Moose, what is up, brother? You must be riding around tonight. And I need stocking hat because I live in Minnesota. Thing really fell stuck in my last bottom memory. Belt blew up, brand new doghouse oil, clear up the wrong oil brand. Doesn't remember what a mess. And you know, Gmo, what is up? Welcome aboard. Truthfully, it's best to turn the motor upside down if it's on a stand. Load it with Coral or PB Blast and just let it soak on it until it soaks down through it. And then usually tap it down in just a hair to get it to break loose, and then try a magnet to pull it out. I bought them little stick magnets from the dollar store, and believe it or not, they actually work. Let me see here. Let me scroll ahead, and there we go. Time to head out. Hopefully you'll have a great evening. Okay, Scott, have a good night, Pappy. I'll try you tomorrow then, brother. I didn't know you were laying down soon, but thanks for stopping in. I appreciate that. I love to trade, and I'm just trying to run through her Gia. Women's V-neck, please. I think I am going to add a Gia and bust to the flock probably in a couple of weeks then. I didn't know there'd be much interest in them, which is stupid on my part to even say that. I built some nasty 351s in my days. They were really good motors, in all honesty. None of VW told me a 74 Super that needs reassembly. It comes with bins of extra parts for $1,000. I can DM the contact info on a seller. Wow, that's not a bad deal at all. Wow. Ordered an air-cooled addiction shirt last week. Plan on getting a bucket hat soon. Thank you, Adam. Thank you for the support, brother. I really, really appreciate that very much. I really do. I got to get a hat. I got to get a shirt because I'm probably the only one without one right now, just out of being lazy. I got to place an order. I have no room for another car. Tell me, Brian, you've seen my setup. My 68, I have a 3-spot driveway near the garage, so it's going to sit there covered up when I'm not using it, which kind of bothers me. It's sitting outside. But with club members' cars coming in, I need a bigger garage, and I just can't now at this point in life, you know. Once I get one, I'm fighting Rat Beetle or Baja. I like the Rat Beetles, in all honesty. BCM, what is up, brother? How are you tonight? And trying to catch up here. Okay, here we go. For that, building a 429 Super Cobra Jet or SCJ with an AOD trans. Ooh, that ought to help them out a little bit. 429 is a nasty motor. Oh, the 409 Chevy. There was so many great motors then. Crown wants on a carb rebuild kit. What is the best kit I buy for Solex? Ranke, R-A-N-K-E. Darnell, that's the kit you want. Just punch in R-A-N-K-E. Solex rebuilt kit, and it will come up, or about $25. And Ricky, have a good night, brother. Thanks for stopping in, and I'll catch up with you this week, my friend. I got my short block together, and I cheaped that and ordered a set of heads. Not wrong with that, in all honesty. Nice new set of heads goes a long way. Polish up the intakes on them, the portholes, which you probably already know that. I have to pull out my English wheel, start facing new panels. Yeah, that's not fun. Yeah, just realize you're the lady in the red again tonight. Haunted, what is up? Welcome aboard. Thank you for stopping in. Let me see. My throat's get dry. You're right, Bandito. I wished I could have a bigger garage, but I hate to say it, but at my age now, I'm just not bothering. Mine will go outside. Club members' cars will go in the garage so I can work on them for them. But I can't do another garage at this point in my life. Sadly, I wished I could. You have no idea how that bothers me. But I raised 4 kids and did what I could for them, and they're doing well in life. So that's a big thing for me. Does anyone know for a 6-size swing what the brake shoe sizes are front and rear? I believe front is 40 millimeter and any sights inside. No, I don't. But I have all that information in my computer because I'm a hoarder when it comes to specs and tech and stuff like that from over the years. I don't have it on hand, but I can find out where very easily. And let me see. I didn't know. Oh, I missed that. Adam, have a great night. I actually just caught Bob posted. Have a good night, Adam. And don't let your boss push you around at work, please. That's a joke. He knows what I'm talking about. Your boss making up for Friday. Darren knew. And Ron, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I enjoy making videos like that once in a while. And here's the reason you'll see me doing that. When you see a video of me just, like I just did, with flat spots hesitation or how to adjust the Solex carb and explaining it, a lot of times when it's 5 degrees out, I'm thinking, okay, well, I can't get up in a garage today. Plus, I have a real life. I have things going on. A couple members here know what's going on in the background with me right now, Darren especially, and Bob and Adam. So things got a little crazy for me, which is going to flip back the other way shortly, thankfully. But I do videos like that because I believe they're helpful. I really, really do. So thank you, Ron, for saying that. And I hope to see you soon, Ron, because the weather will be breaking. I want to do an interview really bad with Ronnie Rhodes here. He's the one with the car McGee with 10. He got it with 10,000 original miles. He came to our picnic last year. I want to interview him so bad and go for a little ride in it. Such a nice guy and such a beautiful car. And I'm not just saying that because he's on here. Do you have an email to contact you with questions of possible? Yes, I do. I'll put it on here, but you're better off sometimes if you're in a hurry to actually go to our group on Facebook because people get mad at me and say you didn't answer me quick enough because I literally have so many emails coming through, it makes it difficult to get, special attention sometimes. But that's my email there. Let me see something here a second. And store. And here is a link to, well, I got my glasses on. That's to the store where you can get T-shirts, stickers, magnets, stuff like that. So I probably should get stickers done for the air-cooled addiction. I didn't think about that before. All that stuff helps the channel. It really, really does. Let me see here. Just got 2 kits ordered just in case. Nothing wrong with that. That's for sure. And good night, Jim Johnson. Thank you for being here, brother. I really, really appreciate that. I'll be headed out shortly here in about another 10 or 15 minutes. I got somebody to meet. And also, I'd like to sit on the porch tonight with Heather when she's finished with what she's taking care of, because it's very nice out. And tomorrow's not going to be very nice. But, okay, Biller, no problem. I'll keep an eye out for it. I've been checking my spam folder, though, a lot, because somebody messaged me on Facebook and said, hey, it's been like 3 weeks. Could you just answer? I really appreciate it very much. I'll even donate. I'm like, what is he talking about? It was in my spam folder. I don't know why some go to the spam folder. Who knows? I really have no conclusion to that at all. That's all my paints and brushes, etc. Up Cleveland Center. We've been striping up there with a bunch of folks. Kids charity event Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Piston show. Good for you, Josh. Good for you, brother. It's why, you know, and when you first started the pinstriping and you were kind enough to take it to a personal level with me and saying, hey, be honest with me. What do you think? I'm like, it's going to take time, but don't stop. When you start something, don't ever stop. I don't care what it is, unless you're doing something bad, stop it. But honestly, Darren's probably laughing at that. You know, one thing I can say in life, and I told my children this, and they have done very well in life, when you start something, don't stop. I don't care what it is. You keep stopping if you want to make it. And Chris, have a good night. Have a wonderful week, my friend. And Josh, you're doing great. Just don't quit, brother. Don't stop. And thank you for always donating when you come into the chats. You don't have to do that, brother. I know you struggle sometimes. I'm not stupid, but thank you for always donating during the chats. I appreciate that. I don't want you to think that I don't recognize that. Oil pressure 24 psi at idle after 20-minute warm up at 1,000 RPM. I usually go by, what is it, 10 pounds per 1,000 RPM, I think is what it is. I'm almost sure without, you know. Good night, Wayne. Talk to you soon, brother. I'll catch up with you on Messenger. I'm about 2 days behind on that, so to speak. Let me see. I've got old 20 warm up at 1,000. And yeah, I always go by 10 pounds per 1,000 RPMs is what I do. I think that's what it is. I even have my paperwork near me for the stock motors. And weather is here. And Chris said good night to everybody. I'm going to be signing off here momentarily. 7 blown disc, 2 cracked vertebrae, care of my house, my tiny human. He's so adorable. He puts pictures up of his son. He calls him his tiny human. He's adorable. And yeah, how I have a bad disc, and I think I'm in bad shape until I see, you know, a lot of folks in bad shape. Respond my message. I just like sharing. Oh, Rod, I always answer you. I actually turned my notifications off to my messenger because it was just going off all day. So now I'll check it like once in the morning, once at night, and then I try to answer everybody all at one time. But Rod and I gab back and forth is what we do. Very, very cool dude. We have a lot in common, I can tell. I need a mirror airbrushed on a glove box. Let anyone know anyone? Let me know. Kevin, that I don't know. I wish I did, but I don't. My daughter's an artist, believe it or not. Airbrushing, tattoo work, paintings. But since she had some children, it's been hard for her to do that stuff, sadly. Good night, love everyone. 3708. Much love, Darnell. Much love to you, brother. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Try to get up. I mean, 3:30 is going to come around pretty quick. Roger, bless you, my friend. Good night to you. I appreciate you coming in here. 7 blown discs. Yikes. Yeah, I know a lot of airbrush artists. I don't actually. Good night, everyone. Good night, Gary. Bless you, my friend. I hope you have a wonderful upcoming week. I really, really do. Let me see here before I head out. Out my dune buggy in the Piston Power Show Center Cleveland movie, The Car and Wins. That's awesome, Joe. That is awesome. Outstanding. Outstanding. And B-Bug and Cat, welcome in. How are you tonight? And Yep, I'm all jacked up. My dad, basically a husband, my Clint Eastwood said, I don't have time to bleed. I wish someone was as dedicated to restoring us like we are about our cars. That was well put, Jorg. 69 Sears Rascal Doom Buggy. Hey, believe it or not, you bring up Sears. Want to hear something funny, Rod? Your laugh here. My home was built in 1958. It was built by Sears. Look it up on the, almost a Doom Buggy. Look it up on YouTube one night, Sears Homes. And I found that out after I bought it. And it's a very well-built home. Like, wow, talk about overkill. I wonder if I can warranty that through Craftsman somehow. But Kevin, there's a lot of guys out there super good. Anyone here to do custom shirts, just need like 4 with a picture my kid drew on it. Kevin Elliott, where are you? Let me see here, because I think Kevin may, in all honesty. I'm pretty sure he does. For a picture my kid drew on it. And okay, I'll look later, Slade, and got a name. Yeah, I still got to catch up, Rod, on my messages. Let me see here. There we go. And I think that's it. Nate, I was just signing off, brother. I feel bad now. Now you made me feel bad. Richard Nixon childhood home was Sears Kit Home. Yeah, mine has the Sears Kit House. And when I first seen it, I'm like, oh, crap. But no, this house is built. Mine's a 3-bedroom cottage. It's a smaller home. And they did big ones too. But wow, the structure is amazing on it. You know, the skeletal structure, of course. But I see we have Sophia, Nate, and Noah stopped in, and I feel bad I'm logging out. Well, I have a lot of research on Sears homes. That's cool. Yeah, Rick, actually, the few homes around me were Sears built. And at first I did get a little bit, like, oh crap, I got a crap home. But no, actually, very well built home. I wish they still built them that way, where it has real 2x4s in the wall. Found that out when I gutted the bathroom and then had to do something with some new 2x4s versus the old one. And I'm like, really? Because 2x4s aren't 2x4s anymore. They're just absolutely not, What are they? 1 3/4 by 3 3/4 or something like that. So I had to shim them and play games for them to match up, Yeah, Kevin, shoot a message to Jackson or Jackson to Kevin, because Kevin will help you out. He does very nice work. I was able to make a short appearance. I got to check your message, Nate. I think that I'm behind on a lot of messages, but me and Nate do like every week and a half, when we do a message where it takes like 10 minutes to read it. And I love it because, well, him and I talk personal family stuff and everything. So I always look forward to his, because he always sends me cool pictures and videos all the time. And good night to you, Bill. And before I go, have a great week, everyone. To Jorg also. And good night from down south, and Zip and Irby. And let me see, shoot me a message also. Got a question for you. Keith is a great guy. Kevin will definitely get a hold of him. Wayne, can you show me your carburetor setup? And okay, I think I caught up. And okay, I am going to see if Heather's done, because I really want to spend a little time with her. We've had life changes that occurred. So I'm going to try to sit on a porch with her a little bit. It's so nice out tonight. And then I got to get back to work in the garage with this weather, But I love all you folks. You're awesome. I really appreciate all of you stopping in. I really do. I look forward to this, believe it or not. I really, really do. It's like a night out for me without getting in trouble. So watch for the upcoming video on the Bluetooth AM radio conversion. I'll do a nice detailed video close up, and it's time to get on the interior and the wiring harness. So the weather's not going to be as bad, because it'll be a little easier for me to warm the garage up, And Slade, I'll update you on the visits this week. Yeah, please do, Keith. I try not to bug you about that. I don't want to look odd. You know what I mean? Although I feel you and I have a good connection now. But okay, I'm going to run. Well, I'm not going to run. I'm getting older. But look forward to some great upcoming videos. And thank you for the support and the purchase of the T-shirts and donations. I always like to say that. It makes me feel better. And I'll see you all next week at Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I might switch to Friday nights coming up towards the summer, but I'll let you know what's going on in advance, of course. God bless everybody. Love you, folks.